What's up, guys? Team Shenanigans here with Matt, and today Matt's going to be doing a deck profile of his new deck. So if you want to go ahead and take it away, yeah, you right there, no, you.
Well, hey there. Today I'm going to be showing off my Aqua Force deck. This,
Score Maelstrom.
don't give it away. My starter, boom, Officer Cadet Eric. He is fantastic because I run 9 grade 3s in this deck, and 2 of them are ones that I don't want to ride. So he helps me search out whatever I need. And I mean, with the extra attacks that I need in my totally Glory Maelstrom deck, he helps me get the extra grade 3s that can be used for those attacks.
As long as you don't draw into reverse.
Next off, we got boom, 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 boom. 4 Transcore Dragon, because what better way to abuse Glory Maelstrom than to use the Break Ride? It's just fantastic. And the Break Ride is pretty good on its own. I mean, it's not the best thing ever, but it causes your opponent to have to discard a card. Plus, it attacks for 21. So, you know, not too shabby. Next up is I run 3 Glory Maelstrom. Just kidding, it's Tetra-drive. Who would have guessed? The title of this video is probably going to be Tetra-drive Dragon Deck Profile.
That's a misleading title, guys. This is actually a proxy for Glory.
I have 3 Tetra-drive Dragon in this deck.
So one's SP, right?
It is. One is SP. This one over here on the left. It's fantastic. It's the basis of this deck. It's what this entire thing is based around. He has this fantastic ability that if he attacks second, and then one of your rear guards attacks the Vanguard fourth, you can then
yawn.
Yes. Counterblast 2, discard 2, and your whole Vanguard, the whole Vanguard, not column, just the unit, restands.
Not half the Vanguard.
The reason I only have 3 of him in here is because break riding him is amazing. Just having the break ride in general is amazing. Specifically, break riding him is good, so it's nice to have the break ride first. Plus, as I mentioned, I run 9 grade 3s.
His artwork looks really familiar. I'm not sure where I've seen it before. I don't know. It'll probably hit me later. I don't know.
I will probably hit you later.
I feel like I've seen it on some sort of cloth somewhere. I don't know.
You're messing up my groove. You want me to kick you out of this palace? Alright, old man. The reason that I run the grade 3 searcher, and the reason there's only 3 Tetra in this deck, is because I have 2 Diamantes. This guy is fantastic because I used Basil before, and then Basil never hit anything. Diamantes, if you don't know what he does, if he attacks first, he becomes an 11k, and after the battle, switches places with the unit behind him. So if you've got him, and then you've got, say, another grade 3 or one of the 12k attackers behind him, he can attack for 11, switch with whatever's behind it, and you still have a unit that can hit the opponent's Vanguard in the front row. So this guy's fantastic. He's great for facilitating the 4th attack for Tetra-drive.
Yeah.
So it's just stupidly useful.
You just don't want to have to break ride Diamante.
Yeah, I've had 2 before, and I've actually won because of it once. Here I have 4 copies of Tidal Assault. This guy is a 9k grade 2, as you can see. After he attacks the Vanguard, once per turn, he restands with 5,000 less power. Now he's already good, especially on turn 2, when you can hit the opponent's Vanguard, restand him, then attack with him boosted for another stage of shield. But he's also just fantastic in general. Say you attacked with your Vanguard first, and you put power on him. He's attacking for 14 and restanding as a 9. So that means even with a 7k booster, you've just attacked for 14, then 16. This card's just so ridiculously versatile and useful. There's just so many different ways you can abuse this card.
Like, generally, that's the 4th attack enabler right there.
He is so good. Then I got 4 copies of Twin Strike Brave Shooter. This is your 12k attacker for Aqua Force. As long as there are 2 or less rear guards at rest when this attacks, counting itself, unfortunately, it becomes a 12k attacker. It's just so good for early game rushes, especially if you go first and you're hitting your opponent's 7k grade 1. Oh, it's so good. Plus, before the limit break, if you've got a Diamantes out, Attack with the Diamantes, 11k. Switch it with this. This attacks as a 12k.
Ugh.
Just does so much dirty work.
Makes me feel gross.
To round off the grade 2s, we have 3 copies of Tier Knight Valeria. This card or Algos are both really good choices for this 3rd slot. Like I said, I used Basil before in this slot, but Basil just didn't hit anything. It enabled the 4th attack, but just I always felt like I could be doing more with it. So Valeria here is great because say you get Valeria, any other grade 2, and a Tidal Assault on your 2nd turn, which happens pretty often. You're getting your 4th attack to enable her ability. And if she attacks 4th and hits the Vanguard, retire any one of your opponent's units. It's absolutely ridiculous. Plus, if you've got her over there on your limit break turns, she can, with those extra Vanguard boosts from the 1st attack, she can just be really good. Then we have, boom, 4 perfect guards.
Bieber.
This is the one that actually doesn't look like Bieber, which is awesome. This has so much better art than the first print of Paschal.
Yeah, nobody uses the old one anymore.
Oh god. So 4 perfect guards, that's kind of staple. I like 4 perfect guards, I don't like using less. Use less at your own risk, but please don't use less. Then I got 4 Wheel Assault. Wheel Assault's fantastic, just as a fail-safe in case you don't have another way to get a 4th attack. After he boosts an attack, Counterblast 1, switch the places of 2 of the cards on your field. So, say you have 2 grade 3s in a column, but Diamantes isn't one of them. That doesn't matter. Attack with a column boosted by Wheel Assault, Counterblast 1, switch them. Unfortunately, he does use up resources that Tetra would rather be using, those counterblasts.
Yeah.
But if you're in a pinch, it's a fantastic card, and it's nice to have 4 of them so you have it around in case.
Isn't the official ruling that they don't have to be in the same column as him?
They do not have to be in the same column. He just says, choose 2 of your Aqua Force rear guards and exchange their positions. So they can swap across the field if you really want.
Nice. That's like the first type of card that can do that in Vanguard. That's interesting.
Guy doesn't have to cheat anymore.
Then here we have 3 copies of the 7 to 10k, just like the 12k attacker. If he attacks and there's 2 or less at rest, he gains 3,000 power. He's just good for early game rushes. He's a 7k booster for later in the game. And if you really, really need to, you can stick him behind the Diamantes, attack with the Diamantes, switch it with him, and then attack a rear guard with his 10k. Then to finish it off, I have 2 Penguin Soldier. I don't know where the camera's pointing. I assume I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
This guy is only at 5k, but his ability says that when he's placed on rear guard, Soul Blast 2 and draw a card. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
Being able to just replace a card that you played from your hand is just, it's too good. Put it behind the Vanguard, you're not even hitting less stages of power because of it. Then I have 4 heals, because heals are awesome.
No sperm baby?
No. This is so much better. Screw the other heal. This thing is so much better. I don't care what you say, YouTube. No, stop arguing with me. Stop it. No. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Then we have 6 crits. I like using 4 of this one, because you can put it in the soul to unflip a damage.
Ooh, nice.
So, yeah, if you've only got 1 open counterblast and you want to go into limit break again, shove this in the soul, restand Tetra.
Yeah. Or that handy plus 2000
yes,
skill.
Plus 2000 power. So good against cross rides or the stupid Nouvelle Vague that I've had to play against entirely too much lately. After that, I have 6 draw triggers. Draw triggers I feel are really important in this deck because it's so combo based. You need 4 attacks to get Tetra off, and if you don't have the right cards to enable 4 attacks, your deck becomes vanilla, and it's just not fun. You're not going to be doing anything that way. So having the draw triggers makes sure you have those pieces. Plus, Malika has this amazing Margot skill. And also, she's adorable, so...
Yeah, the artwork is so good. So good.
So you shove her in the soul, plus 3,000 power to a unit.
This is where
Good.
So, all in all, that's my deck. You can see why I run Eric now.
Yes.
Because they don't want to ride Diamantes.
Yes. Not for the glory. Not for the glory.
If you have any other questions or comments about the deck, feel free to comment on the video.
You chose like crits and draws versus stands. Like this.
Well, stands.
Want to like allude on that or?
Sure. Stands. You can play them, but the problem is that you have to create such strange fields with Tetra.
Yeah.
That stands sometimes just kind of fizzle.
Yeah.
It is really, really nice when, say, you have a grade 3 over on the side. You can restand it to attack for 16.
Yeah, 16.
Or potentially Valeria.
Oh god.
She's only restanding as a 14, but if she manages the hit,
yeah,
you can retire something. Although I don't see her hitting too much in those situations because your opponent's probably at pretty high damage already.
Even the 12k attacker, by the time it's standing back up, it's only going to be a 14 sand trigger on it. So
I much prefer the crits to put extra pressure early and mid game. The higher damage your opponent is when you go into your limit break with Tetra, the higher chance you have of winning.
It hurts so bad to, on the break ride turn, you can't guard that last Vanguard attack at restanding. All you can do is discard so it doesn't get the extra crit, and bam, crit trigger anyway.
It's a beautiful thing. And then, like I said, the draw triggers are there to pick up the combo pieces. Or, you know, you can get lucky and draw a 10k shield off of it, which is always really nice.
Right. Well,
so, that's kind of my reasoning for the trigger lineup.
Alright, guys. Well, thanks, Matt, for your awesome deck. And as we'll have more deck profiles coming to y'all soon. We've got a few new decks built. And set 14